Hi guys and welcome to today's video. This is my first, I guess, Sunday video that I'm calling the Sunday video. It's not the first video I've ever uploaded on a Sunday. I'm still not too sure what I'm going to be doing with these videos, but I kind of just want to use it as an opportunity to talk about a few different things. They're going to vary every single week, probably more so like what I've been reading, what I've been watching, what I've been doing. This week I haven't done that much, so I'm also going to put in a few new products that I've been receiving, and I'm not 100% sure if these videos are going to be weekly, just because I don't know if I'm going to have enough stuff going on to make these weekly. We'll have to kind of see how it goes. But yeah, so this week I'm going to talk about New Year's resolutions, which seems like such a long time ago that I made them, even though it was just 2 weeks ago. And I'll kind of talk to you about how they've been going, new products, the new Anna Newton book, so the new book by the Anna edit, and there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I think that was it. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be on my phone a fair bit. I did write a whole blog post about this and I will link it down below because it might go into more depth. The first thing I want to do is read more, which honestly I've been failing at massively because I haven't really read much this year at all. Last year my kind of reading, I don't know, me getting back into reading was kind of spurred on by Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alton. I absolutely loved it, and this year I just want to read a little bit more. I do prefer non-fiction, but I do want to at some point this year read a fiction book, so if there is one that you love, do leave it down below. Don't go too out there. Probably not gonna start reading anything about dragons or wizards or anything like that, sadly. I don't think my brain can absorb that well enough, and it can't be interested for long enough. It's really dumb, I know. Do let me know if there's any fiction books that you've really loved that I might like. Then I want to start masking a little bit more. I kind of did start masking a little bit more towards the end of the year. It's just something I want to make an effort to do. It's not groundbreaking, it's nothing new. It's pretty easy. I have a lot of masks and I kind of just want to get through them and to use a few more masks. I think they're really great for my skin. Next, this is crazy, and I realise this is crazy, but as a child we always used to holiday in Portugal. My parents are Portuguese, so this is a perfect opportunity to go see family. So, and I've travelled a lot within Europe, but I've never left. I don't really like flying that much, and the thought of going somewhere, I don't know, I'm just irrational basically, but the thought of going to somewhere like Bali sounds amazing but also a bit scary. I read somewhere recently that there's no ambulances in Bali, and I've never needed an ambulance in my life, but I now think that if I go to Bali I will need one and there won't be one. So stuff like that freaks me out a little bit, but it's definitely something I want to do, and I want to travel to places that are out of my comfort zone. So I'm taking it one step at a time, and I have booked to go to New York this year and I'm very, very excited about that. But I felt that that was like a long haul flight, but probably not that different to London, and culture wise very, very similar. I'm assuming they have ambulances, even though we definitely have to get travel insurance because I know that healthcare there is very, very expensive. Just generally I feel like hopefully going forward, travelling outside of Europe and outside of my comfort zone is something I can do a little bit more. Fourth, I want to say yes more and say no more, which kind of sounds a bit contradictory, but I want to say yes to more things that get me out of my comfort zone, and I want to say no to the things I don't want to do, because you know how sometimes you're invited to stuff and you feel that you should say yes, and you say yes. I only want to say yes if I actually want to do it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to take people's feelings into consideration. If it's someone's birthday, even if I don't really fancy going, I will probably go if they make an effort to come to mine, for example. I would rather just say no straight away than kind of say yes and then end up not going, or going and not enjoying it. I feel like life's short and you have to do stuff that you enjoy as much as possible. Then I want to exercise more. I guess everyone says this. I went to the gym yesterday and I went to Pilates the day before. I am very sore today. I want to get it up to maybe like 4 times a week realistically. I wanted to say 5, but I don't know how realistic that is. I just want to exercise a bit more. I work from home, so it's very easy for me to do very, very, very little moving, so it's something I definitely need to change. I want to be more eco-friendly. Generally, people around me aren't as eco-friendly, and I feel like it's very easy to just kind of join them. For example, we go around people's houses and they drink small bottled waters. If I just go to the tap and drink water, I don't see why I can't do that, and it's just better for the environment. I haven't really been drinking bottled water at all. I've been carrying my little chili bottle around with me, which has been great, and it keeps water nice and cold anyway. I haven't bought a coffee out this year unless I've like sat in the coffee shop. Haven't bought a takeaway coffee, but I have got a takeaway coffee cup to be using. And then my last one is generally to just kind of have less stuff. This is a big one for me. I have a lot of stuff that I don't need. I feel like it just clutters up my life, and that's not great really. So it's definitely something that I want to be cutting down on. The issue is that as much as I'd love to keep everything I'm sent, I can't. It's just not feasible. I can't use it. So I hope you guys do understand that. I will be showing you guys stuff and then potentially getting rid of it soon after. It doesn't mean that I don't love it and it doesn't serve a purpose for someone. I just probably don't need another one of those things. I will keep a fair amount of it because I like beauty, but generally I want to not keep as much stuff that I don't need. From that, let's go on and talk about the book from Anna, An Edited Life. It's by Anna Newton, who is the Anna Edit on YouTube. She used to be Viviana Does Makeup. Also, I am going to be holding stuff in this video, and I need to mention that I haven't been painting my nails or getting shellac recently. I just find it time consuming and I can't bother to paint my own nails because they chip and that's time consuming, and I've just been going for a bare nail. They really need a cut because I feel like long-ish bare nails don't look great, so please excuse that. On to An Edited Life by Anna. I haven't read this, like I mentioned. I haven't really properly got into a book. I have been flicking through and honestly I have probably about 6, maybe 5 blogger books, and they've all been a little bit average. The only one I'm going to say isn't average is In the Throes one. I haven't read it properly yet. I really like Anna. I like her as a person as well. She's really, really lovely, and I feel like that automatically makes me want to buy her book, but I haven't really read it properly just because I just haven't been in the mood for reading. But I've definitely spent quite a while, maybe like an hour or so, having a good flick through, so I've read a fair amount of it, even though it hasn't really been like in order. I was a little bit nervous I wouldn't like this book because I find sometimes blogger books a bit preachy or a bit basic, and what I am going to say is that you could probably get a lot of this information from her blog or her YouTube. It isn't groundbreaking, but it's a really good book. I pre-ordered it because I really did want it. So the idea is that it declutters every aspect of your life, from wardrobe, schedule, kitchen cupboards to your workspace, social life and beauty regime. It's a topic that Anna talks about a lot in her videos anyway. She doesn't come across as preachy in it. It's kind of like, this is what I do rather than this is what you should do, which I quite like. But it also has tips along the way. And there are stuff that she doesn't cover in her videos, which I quite like. So stuff like money, I don't think she's ever really covered in her blog, but this does really go into like how to save. I think there's even a part about how to get a mortgage, which is crazy, but really interesting, especially for anyone that's kind of about my age group and thinking about buying a house. I guess there's a bit of a trend at the moment for the Marie Kondo clearing minimalist idea. This isn't that. I was reading this morning and there was a piece that kind of said you should aim to kind of be more of a minimalist, but there's also stuff in your life that you're going to want because they're sentimental, and that's okay. And I really like that idea because sometimes I do keep a red lipstick because it just makes me happy, not because I'm going to wear it, but because maybe it's a brand that I've always wanted to try and I've always like lusted over, and then finally somehow I got it and I don't want to get rid of it even though I probably don't need it. So I think that's a nice idea. It's a really great like motivational book. I think it is a bit of a self-help book, and it's definitely made me want to have a clear out. I'm like looking around my room like, what can I get rid of? What do I not need? What have I not used in 2 years and it's just taking up space? But also stuff like how to clear out your calendar, how to organise your calendar, how to plan work, how to plan your social life. All that sort of stuff is in here, and I really, really liked this. I would definitely highly recommend it. One thing I do think is strange, I wish this had come out at the end of last year, like just pre-Christmas, so that I could have read this and kind of been ready to go in January, whereas I wanted to be ready to go, and I kind of felt like I was waiting for this book to kind of give me a bit of a kick up the arse, and I would have liked that a little bit earlier. Either way, very much excited to properly read this. Hopefully by the next time I do one of these videos, I would have read all of it. I think part of the reason I haven't read it is because I've kind of been carrying it around with me to read it in odd places, but I want to read it with post-it notes. I think it is definitely one that I want to mark out like the interesting bits and come to later, so I'm just kind of wait until I get an opportunity to do that. Now on to beauty and just a few things I've been sent. I've been getting lots of messages of people asking me to bring back Mail Mondays this year. I'm not sure if I will be bringing them back overly regularly, but every now and then I probably will do a Mail Monday or just a blogger unboxing every now and then. It's not going to be a weekly thing just because, I don't know, I find it becomes a bit like, oh, this is what I got, 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 and that's kind of the end, so I'm like, meh, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I got a few little bits from Estee Lauder just kind of for the new year, but they were really interesting and I'm looking forward to trying them. The first is the Glam Glow Bubble Sheet. I don't think this is anything new, I'm not sure, but it's a deep cleansing mask. The reason I am really interested to try this is because it is a sheet mask, and typically I find that deep cleansing masks are creams. This is a really great one to travel with. I generally really like Glam Glow and I like deep cleansing masks, so very much looking forward to trying this. Sticking with Glam Glow, they also have a Gentle Bubble Daily Exfoliating Cleanser. I like a daily exfoliant rather than a more abrasive every other day one, so I am definitely going to give this a go. If anyone has tried this, do let me know. Packaging wise, it is amazing. I haven't heard too much about it, so I don't really know, but looking forward to it. Again, please let me know in the comments if you've tried it. The next two things are from Bumble and Bumble. The first thing I have tried is the Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo. Really great shampoo, especially if you use a lot of hair products. I do, but I don't find that my hair gets too much build up. But if you do, I think more so if you don't wash your hair very regularly, which is totally fine. But if you're washing your hair kind of like twice a week, I feel like you do get a lot of like build up of like grease and product and just dry shampoo and stuff. If that is you, I think a Sunday shampoo, maybe not every week, but every other week is a really good route to go down. The next thing is the Bumble and Bumble BB Scalp Detox Fizzing Foam to remove impurities and product buildup. It says it's got micellar cleansing water in it. I think it's somewhat similar to the Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo in that it does remove buildup. I don't know too much about this. You use it before the shower. I'm interested to try it. I don't know much about it. Again, if anyone has tried it, let me know. Next, I was sent this actually with a press release about Valentine's Day, which is now actually like almost a month away. Yeah, like how has that happened? Anyway, it did have a Valentine's Day press release, but it was so beautiful that I had to show you it now. It's the new collab between L'Occitane and Rifle Paper Company, and it's called Mon Amour. It's just so beautiful. There is a hand cream, there is a body cream, a bar of soap, and also a smaller hand cream. This is great if you're buying like one of your friends a little Valentine's Day gift. I think this is really nice, especially like the little hand cream. It's only something small. You could write them like a little lovely note, and I think that is just adorable. I love L'Occitane hand creams. I honestly think they're probably like one of the best, my top two, if not my just top one. I love them. They're like reasonably affordable, especially as a gift, and the products are just really beautiful, and especially in this packaging. This is potentially my favourite ever L'Occitane packaging. I really love it. Finally, because I don't want this video to be too long, from Benefit, you've probably seen this all over Instagram. I actually haven't opened mine, but I have seen other people's Instagrams. This is just a little set that they sent, and inside there is Roller Lash mascara, which of course I have tried numerous times. I really like it. It's more of a lengthening mascara, and I typically do prefer volumizing mascara, but it is very nice, especially as far as like lengthening mascaras go, and it's a nice one to use with a more volumizing one. There is the new brown and black separately eyeliners, which are the Roller Liner eyeliner. I'll show you the black one. I don't actually know what this is like, and I love eyeliner, but as I mentioned in my last video, I have very watery eyes, so I'm always very interested to see what they're like. Oh, this is very black, very like inky deep black, very nice little nib, and I'm very interested to try that. I can't really comment too much on it because I haven't had a chance to try it on my eye, but hopefully I will give that a go, maybe even today. And it comes in brown as well, which is great. Then part of the same collection, there is an Eye Bright pencil, which Benefit do a few different Eye Bright pencils, like variations of them, but this one is more of a in the waterline one. It's very small, and actually one that I think I would use loads. You're not going to be able to see this at all. It's just there. It's like a peachy colour. It's just there. It's just like a little peachy colour. It's very nice. I think it would look beautiful in the waterline, and it's a really nice like dainty thin pencil. And then this here is a True Matte liquid eyeliner. This is a smaller one. I don't know if this is the original, the only size it comes in, or if it also comes in a bigger one. I've just sent a smaller one. I don't know really. It seems very similar to the other one, but obviously it hasn't dried, so who knows. Oh, I just made a mess. I will let you know how I get on with that. And I feel like I had one other thing to talk about, but I totally can't remember it. So that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I shall see you all very soon. I'm not sure what my next video is. I've got a few different ideas, but I feel like I'm just not currently sure like what I want to do next, and they evolve. I needed to get people to help me film basically, so I'm a bit like unsure as to what I'm doing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye.